Hey, what it do, y'all? I don't know if you guys can hear me. It's your boy E2 Blue coming back at you again on this Thursday night live stream. Already got a couple people in here. The controllers in here. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Is my sound okay? Crazy Corvette, what's going on? Kid Mega, always changing that name up. What up, Kid Mega? Cool, cool, cool. Um, First of all, before I want to get into the topic of discussion, before I get into it, what's going on, Lola? How you doing? Um, I want to say that I didn't know this until I saw it come out on the NFL.com that the three teams were fined for OTA violations, and one of them, of course, is the Dallas Cowboys. So the Cowboys, the 49ers, and the Jaguars were all three fined for OTA violations. I think some teams, the 49ers actually had two guys injured in OTAs that resulted in them going to be out for the season. So that sucks for them. So uh, I think with those violations, not only was there a $10,000 hit with 50,000 hit going towards the coach, and the owner gets another 50,000. So, but I think the Jaguars got more of a fine. They got a $200,000 fine. So I don't know what the Cowboys did. I guess maybe they were practicing harder and tackling when they weren't supposed to be in practice. But the CBA with the rules, you got to follow that. Like they're not playing with that. The league is fining teams right now, so I'm not mad at the fine to be honest with you because one, the Cowboys can pay it. Two, I think the biggest issue with that is more so of the. It just shows that this team is competitive this year. They're trying to win. They're trying to get out there, and they're ready to go at it. They're like, look, if we got to get a little $10,000 fine, whatever, we'll pay that. But that's that issue. Now, I guess it's not a big issue because I'm pretty sure they can pay it. All these teams can pay these fines, but it's definitely chump change for Jerry. Now, I don't know how much chump change it is for Mike McCarthy because Mike McCarthy got $50,000 fine himself. So we'll see how that goes. What up, Big J? Oh yeah, happy Fourth to everybody, and I'm gonna talk more about that too throughout the live stream. But make sure y'all be safe this weekend, man. Don't blow your fingers up like JPP did, and yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I see Big Game James is live too. I just seen his thing pop up on my feed here. But I try to do my live streams when other YouTubers are not going live, but it's hard to do that because there's so many cowboy YouTubers, and some of them live stream so often. I'm like, look, I got to get my time in too. So I got to eat over here too. So you said McCarthy can pay that? Yeah, he can, but it's not as much of chump change to him as it is to Jerry because Jerry got billions of dollars, billions. What up, KMT? But yeah. So when I look at that, when I look at the fine, I just laughed at it. I was just like, yeah, they violate OTA violations, but at the end of the day, that just shows how hungry this team is. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready for football. I'm tired of waiting. This offseason, actually is going by kind of fast. Today is already July 1st, guys. And we have 21 days left until training camp starts on the 22nd of this month in Oxnard, California. I know some of you guys said that you reiterated to me many times that you guys are going physically to Oxnard. Shout out to Gary Hawkins. He said he wanted me to come through to the crib and live stream on his deck. I appreciate that, though. I actually might take you up on that offer one day. But I'm gonna wait for another year, to actually go, for us to be completely out of this COVID thing, because I know things started opening up. I know here in the DMV, things opening up completely today, but I still don't really trust it fully. There's people walking around with no mask on, like it's cool. I mean, I get it, but I feel weird because I'm so used to wearing the mask. I feel wrong for not wearing it. You know what I mean? It's sorry for the name change, bro. This is your GTA 5. Got patch coming for. No, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. I know you got a lot of different names, Kid Mega. It's all good. Waiting to see what Randy Gregory does this season. Aaron Dixon. Let me tell you something. I think this is Randy Gregory's year. This is his first year since his rookie year, since he's actually been out there. You know what I mean? Like to a training camp, to an off-season program. And again, this off-season program is not only helping the rookies, but it's helping the second-year players because they did not do anything last year as far as off-season program goes. So it's definitely helping the sophomores as well as the rookies. The defense has the most pressure, big dog. Go Cowboys is going to be lit. Yes, Troy, I agree. But we're going to get into that. I just wanted just to slowly slide into the conversation discussion. I wanted to get everybody in here. We got 20 people in here so far. Go ahead and hit that like button, guys. And as we come through and have this conversation, let's engage, baby. Let's do it. Yeah, it should be Randy Gregory's. Yeah, I agree. You said, is that Lake Forest Mall open? I don't know, bro. I drove past it. You talking about the one in Gaithersburg, right? I don't even think it's. I don't know if it's open. I drove past it maybe like 2 weeks ago. It looked desolate over there. All these malls are. I feel it's crazy because I love a traditional mall. I'm not a fan of these town centers, where like all the stores are outside. I'm not a big fan of that. I miss the joy of walking through a mall like Arundel Mills. Those of you that live in the DMV like I do. But again, like I love the fact that I could just go to a mall, but how we feeling about the secondary? See, this is the thing about the secondary. We're not gonna know until training camp. Let's get some preseason games under our belt and see what these guys can do. Now, the biggest thing that I've been hearing right now, you said the Cali move got moved back to March 2022. Oh, I mean, that might give me more chance to come visit you, I guess. You said the malls are open in Boston. That's what's up. A lot of my bosses live up there in Boston. I've never been up there before. What's going on, Jessica? Welcome in. Um, but no, I definitely think the defense is going to be a middle of the pack defense, and that's pretty much all we need to succeed. And I'm gonna tell you why in a second why I think that. But real quick though, a lot of people have been talking mess about Kelvin Joseph and saying that Kelvin is not looking too good. Some people say that he came out of shape, this, that, and the third. So I don't know what the issue. I don't know what the real issue is as far as that goes. But we'll see as far as when training camp comes, as far as how he's going to be going forward. Now I've heard some people say Nashawn Wright is playing better than he is. Okay, well we'll see. Let's get some real games in. Let's get some pads on and see what these guys do in full contact, because that's the biggest thing. Kid Mega, you said your wife wants to save a little more. She's smart. Your wife is smart, and your wife is smart, bro. And yeah, you definitely want to save money. You don't want to just be moving, especially because Cali is expensive. Ask Lola. Our defense and offense going to shut them all up. They will. Good evening, Miss Boyd. How are you doing today? Is there hope that our defensive line can be top 10? I wouldn't say it's a far cry. If we could stop that run, they definitely could be top 15. Definitely could be top 15 if they get that if they stop that run. Stop that damn run. See, Lola, no. It is. It's expensive as hell. Like I would love to visit California, but I no offense, I could never live out there. One, I don't do earthquakes. Two, I know like those of you that live out of Cali, I know y'all so used to like having one season all year round. Like y'all, well, 2 seasons. Y'all deal with warm weather and warmer weather. So I like a traditional winter. Like I like Christmas time to be Christmassy with, being cold and having a little bit of snow here and there. You know what I mean? That's just me. And that's probably because I'm originally from the Midwest. So where I'm from, originally, it snows every year. Pure Party, what up? Um, so this is the thing. So there's a reason why I think that the defense being middle of the pack is going to help, and I think being good enough. Um, yeah, I hear you, kid, man. But this is the thing. I was just sitting around watching because I miss football, right? And I went back and watched games from Tony Romo's last year before Dak got drafted. Back when, even before that, I was watching games from 2009 when we had Roy Williams and Patrick Creighton on the team, and that was back when Jesse Holly was on the practice squad, and Miles Austin was out there beasting. And then I went into games in 2014 when Dez Bryant was the man, and fast forward to Dak Prescott's rookie year when he took over. Just going back and watching those games really got me thinking, right? Um, you look at how the defense played then. That was when we had back then when we had Gerald Sensabaugh, Ken Hamlin. I think one of them was Orlando Scandrick's rookie year. That was when Orlando Scandrick was playing his best. Um, when we had Tyler Patman on the team, Sterling Moore. I miss Sterling Moore because he was a little scrappy little guy. I missed him. But we had some decent defenses in the past. Henry Melton, y'all remember Henry Melton? He was a really good defensive tackle. When he came to the Cowboys, he revitalized his career. Like he literally came out there and he was doing this thing. You know, he had got like 2 sacks in the game at the defensive tackle position. I think he was playing the 3 tech. So I say that to say that since we do have guys now um, that we drafted and got in the offseason that play both the 1 and the 3 technique. If we stop that run, we're going to be good. And going back and watching those games, even not just the defense, just the offense too, with Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott being the leader of this team, coming back from that ankle compound fracture is going to be huge for him. I went back and looked at those games from his rookie year, and I could see the maturity that he's gotten since from then to now. His ability to his better ability to read defenses and actually like go out there and execute and beat a defense that's trying to throw their all at him. SB, what's going on? So just to see how much growth Dak had, and even back then he didn't even sweat it. He would throw an interception or he'll make a mistake and overthrow a guy or underthrow a guy. He didn't even sweat it. He just went to the next play and did it better. That particular game, he threw a back shoulder fade to Dez Bryant. It was kind of weak. It was poorly thrown, but he learned from that. In that same game, a quarter later, did the same pass to Dez Bryant, back shoulder fade right over the defender's head into Dez Bryant's hands, touchdown. So he learned every step, like playing against the Eagles when Jim Schwartz, their defense coordinator, when Jim Schwartz was the defensive coordinator. I don't know if he's still a defense coordinator, but we know that Jim Schwartz is a good defender. He dials up those blitzes. He knows how to get young quarterbacks up out of there. If it was any other young quarterback, I'm pretty sure they would have just threw a bunch of picks. But Dak Prescott, yeah, he did throw a pick, but I think that was the first game. He went literally 5 games into his rookie year before he threw 1 pick. So to do that and then get to the Eagles and play them and play well and actually ultimately win the game too, that was huge. So let's get back to glory with that. Let's get back to Dak's rookie year when we were 13-3. I think that if we had Mike McCarthy as a coach back then, I think that we would have done better. We would at least got to the conference game. To be 13-3 and just fall flat like that, I just blame the coaching and Jason Garrett on that. Jason Garrett is the type of coach that he's mediocre, right? He can get you to the playoffs, but nothing after that. I just don't believe that he's the type of coach that would get you farther than that. I believe more so in Mike McCarthy because he's been there, done that. You know, last year I don't judge Mike McCarthy. Any of you that are judging Mike McCarthy on last year, y'all need to go back and rethink that because, again, not necessarily trying to use COVID as an excuse, but COVID was a big factor. And I understand other teams did well, whatever, blah, blah. But they also didn't have full coach changeovers like we did. A lot of them still had the same coaches. They just had different players. See, it's different when you have different players because you can get better just with players. But when you're introducing a whole new coaching staff, they have to learn the players. And if they're not touching these guys like how we were not in COVID, you can't sit on the couch and expect, okay, well, I'm gonna look at the playbook from home virtually and I'm gonna get it. No, you got to get on the field and put pen to paper. But if you're not doing that, it's a disadvantage to teams. If you look at every team that had a coach change, those were the teams that either didn't make the playoffs or faltered at some point in the season. The teams that did better were the ones that didn't have many changes, and that's a fact. That's pretty much common sense too. Should be, but we know how common sense works around here, guys. Um, Wait, well, you want another Leon Lett on the defensive line? Oh, that's Randy Gregory, man. That's Randy Gregory. Leon Lett is today's Randy Gregory. That's what it is. You got that. But this is the thing. I'm gonna tell you this. Oh yeah, and congrats on the job offer, Kid Mega. Definitely big ups to that, bro. But I'm gonna say this. Um, I really I love what the direction this team is going in right now, and how confident Dak Prescott is, and how fun things are again. Right, the team is back together. The offensive linemen are back. You got Tyron Smith back heavy. You got healthy. You got Lyle Collins back healthy. I know Zach Martin is happy that both of those guys are back. So, and then you look at the offensive linemen that started last year in these guys' place. They now are even better than they were last year because they now have game experience, right? So we can't do nothing but move up. You've seen Ezekiel Elliott out there doing his thing. I think Ezekiel Elliott is coming back to form. He's focused again. He's ready to ride out and do what he needs to do. And I'm ready for that. I'm ready to see that. E2, people don't want to succeed with this team because Romo never won nothing the whole 10 years of his quarterback years, and that's why they hate Dak. Romo Romo time was up. And this is the thing about Romo though. I kind of feel bad for Romo. Romo put his all out there, right? Um, Jason Garrett didn't do him no favors, right? You look at everything that he did out there, a lot of those touchdowns and stuff. That team would have been 4-11 at the time every year if it wasn't for Tony Romo. So let's not diminish what Tony Romo did. Those 8 and 8 years that Tony Romo, those 8 and 8 years would have been 2-14, 6-10. Like you wouldn't have had those games because those little spin out plays that Tony Romo, masterful. And yes, he threw picks, but he's a gunslinger. When you have a quarterback that's a gunslinger like that, they're going to throw picks. Tony Romo reminds me a lot of Brett Favre. When he took chances and they worked, genius. But when he took chances and it didn't work, interception. But again, you can't make an omelet without cracking some eggs. And I believe that generation should have had a ring. They should have. Because you look at that defense, and I'm talking about even in 2011 through 2014, the offensive line was good. That was when Andre Gerard and them was on the team, and they had Kyle Kozar. Remember that? This is before Tyron Smith and Zach Martin and Travis Frederick. That was the guys before that. Those guys were good too. Offensive line wasn't an issue, but they dialed up the blitzes so well on Tony Romo because they knew that he was out there on the island by himself, and he was controlling that team by himself. So they knew how to get to him. They said, "Look, if we injure Romo, we can get the Cowboys up out of here because the backups ain't gonna do shit." I think Tony Romo's best backup throughout his career. Damn, I forgot his name. He ended up being Dak Prescott's quarterback coach. Um, Shit, I forgot his name. I just had a brain fart. But yeah, but anyway, that was Tony Romo's best backup. And I tell you, Tony Romo's worst backup was Kyle Orton because apparently they didn't get along with each other. I don't know what happened with that. They kind of just swept that under the rug. But, you know. Uh, the team never wanted to be Romo's house until after the Pittsburgh game. He knew he was losing his team's average. And here's the thing. And oh yes, John Kitna. Thank you. Damn, I don't know why I was forgetting his name because I really like John Kitna. John Kitna. John Kitna was Tony Romo's best backup, and he did well with Dak Prescott when he became his quarterbacks coach before Kellen Moore became that, and ultimately the offensive coordinator. Yeah, Keith Parrish. Yeah, I compare Tony Romo to Brett Favre because they're both gunslingers. And again, when you have a gunslinger quarterback, you're going to get the good and bad with that. The reason why I love Dak Prescott is because he's not going to take those type of chances. He'll rather run the ball, which I'd rather him do anyway. Now, I don't know how Dak Prescott feels now about running because that ultimately was the reason why he had that compound fracture in his ankle. But I'm pretty sure he's going to be more careful with those runs now. So, I just feel like with that generation, I blame the coaching staff. I blame Jason Garrett for those issues. I know that he had Wade Phillips early in his career, but that was when they were winning, right? So you look at the later parts, it's like, okay, y'all had all this talent on the team. Y'all had Jason Witt. Y'all let DeMarcus Ware go to the damn Denver Broncos because y'all thought he had nothing left in the tank, and he goes there and wins the goddamn Super Bowl. So I feel like it's the issue of the coaching that didn't know what they were doing here in Dallas. Yes, they did, Lola. The coaching let Romo down. They did. And I'm a big fan of Romo. If you go back and look at his games, maestro, he controlled that offense. If he allowed the offensive coordinator to be the offensive coordinator, they would have lost way more games than what they did. So I just feel like even with Dak being now in control of this offense, I think that now with a new coaching staff, it's going to be a little better for him because I think that Mike McCarthy is going to make different decisions than Jason Garrett. I'm not saying that Jason Garrett was horrible, but he's not the guy to groom anybody. He's not a grooming type of coach. Jason Garrett is a guy that has to coach a team that's already established. That's the only way he's going to succeed. He can't have a young team and develop it. That's just not Jason Garrett's way. But we dealt with a whole decade of this shit, and all the fans are in their mind brainwashed to the point that like, well, this team is what it is, and it's not going to get any better. But like I said, I blame a lot of that on the coaching. Now, let's just hope that this coaching staff doesn't do the same thing to Dak. I think that it's better now that Garrett is gone. Dak is the man. I don't understand why Dak Prescott gets so much hate. That part I don't get because he's proven himself. It's the reason why he got that money. You look at his draft stock. He was picked, 134th, 135th in the fourth round? Nobody thought that he was going to play. The biggest knock on him was that he couldn't throw the ball deep. Well, he proved that he could do that. They said that, although he wasn't a run-first quarterback, he shouldn't be a quarterback that runs the ball. Well, he does that pretty well. When he was at Mississippi State, 100% of the time, he snapped the ball out of shotgun. He never was under center. Okay. What did he do when he come to the Cowboys? Jason Garrett got him to, this team in general got him to get under center. Yes, it looked horrible in the beginning, but he got better. And he told Coach, he said, Coach, I got this. Give me some time. Boom. We saw how bad Dak was in practice and training camp in his rookie year. But did you see how well he played? And when the lights came on? When the lights came on, he was masterful. Who does that remind you of? Tony Romo. So my point is, I think that with this new coaching staff and what they're in the direction they're going in now, Dak should do fine. He should be a better player. I love the maturation from his rookie year to now. I just think that if we had a better coaching staff back his rookie year, we could have at least won the NFC title game, if not made it even to the Super Bowl. And that's another thing I was going to say too, Kid Mega. He's the only quarterback from his draft still with his original team. And what was it, 7, 8 quarterbacks drafted before him? And I think the majority of them are not even in the league no more. Cardell Jones, where you at? Christian Hackenberg, where you at? The Denver quarterback that Jerry Jones was in love with. What was his name? Start with a P. His ass so insignificant that I forgot his name. Oh, let's not forget about Connor Cook. Where's Connor Cook? Is he a backup somewhere? So what I'm saying is, like, you look at all these quarterbacks that was rated higher than Dak Prescott, half of them ain't even in the league no more. Especially Cardell Jones. They hyped up Cardell Jones like he was the best thing ever. Like, granted, he did play in in the what you call it, in the secondary league for the DC Defenders, but still, you're not in the NFL no more, and you were rated so much higher than him. They were supposed to be better than him, and that's the thing. We talk about these quarterbacks and we talk about players in general. You don't know what they're going to do until they actually get there to the NFL, because it's different than the collegiate level. You could get a guy first overall in the draft and he busts, Jamarcus Russell. So yeah, so I'm just saying, like, it is what it is. You're hedging your bet on anybody. What, Dave Moore? Hey, rather late than never, bro. As long as you in here, that's Paxton Lynch. Yes, so insignificant. That's why I forgot his name. Paxton Lynch. That was the quarterback that Jerry Jones wanted so badly, right? Where's he at now? Where he at? Where you at? Imagine how pissed we'd be as a fan base right now at Jerry Jones if we had a drafted Paxton Lynch instead of Dak Prescott. Think about that. Think about if Dak Prescott would have went to the Denver Broncos. With the defense they about to shell out this year, you could have said they would have went to the Super Bowl. Well, Key Parrish, let's pray that Dak Prescott at least stays healthy, but you're going to have injuries. It's going to happen. So, it's kind of unrealistic to think that nobody's going to get injured on the team. Somebody is. You just don't want it to be your core guys, especially your quarterback, because we've seen how much value our quarterback Dak is when we didn't have him. Then what? But I believe that they're going to have a good year this year. Dak Prescott is excited about it. He's bringing a lot of positive energy around this team. He's got his guys working out with him at home in his little field he got in his backyard. So I just feel like I love what Dak is doing personally, because he's getting in tune with his guys on his own. That's true leadership. That's true leadership. When your offensive line fucks with you heavy, that means you're the leader of that team. Undoubted. Now, Tony Romo wasn't a guy that went around the locker room and talked to the defensive guys. He didn't talk to the defense. It was him and Jason Witten and Murray, when Murray was the running back. They were all hanging out, going to Mavericks games and shit. He didn't do nothing with the defense, but Dak Prescott talked to everybody on the team. He talked to the damn towel boy and the water boy. Water boy. He'd be out there with him. That's just the way Dak Prescott, and that's our quarterback. So I just don't understand. I know you guys in here are not the ones that are hating, but I just don't understand why people hate Dak so much. I don't get it. I don't get it. If you're a Cowboy fan, why would you wish ill on what he's doing? Because who else you gonna get? Even Carson Wentz, that was rated so much, quote, right, so much better than Dak Prescott when they came out of their individual schools. Oh, Dak's a fourth round guy. He's the first overall. Or he's the second overall, or he's the top five. Well, guess you should have flipped that shit. Now we could see we could see what Winston's gonna do with the Colts. Hell, he might play better with the Colts. Maybe he should have been a Colt the whole time. Who knows? But Jace Garrett would do well at the high school level. Oh yeah, he'll probably win you a championship at high school. But that rhetoric doesn't work in the NFL. That little knick-knack, paddywhack, give your dog a damn bone shit ain't gonna work in the NFL. Now I do like some of the trickery that we do because Dallas Cowboys are not known to do a lot of trick plays. But if we do trick plays at at good timely times, I think that it's going to benefit them as well. I love having John Fossil as the special teams coordinator because John Fossil brings that fun out. What I don't agree with is them getting rid of LP Lattiser. That is not. I don't agree with that. Hell, I miss Dan Bailey, but I do like Greg Zerline. I do like what he brings to the table. I really like Hunter Niswander, and he's a forgotten guy. Hunter Niswander, our punter from last year, right? He did good. Um, he was punting that ball. He was pinning them. He was pinning teams consistently in the 10-yard line. Consistently pinning teams. That was our saving grace last year. Just imagine if we had a better defense last year and not having Mike Nolan as a coach, and we had Dak last year. Just imagine how much better our record would have been. Now, don't be surprised if we go out here week one. Even if we don't beat the Bucs week one, we're going to be a good challenge against them. And I think that we have an advantage in the game because we know what the Buccaneers are, right? We know what they have on their team. We've seen it. They brought back their Super Bowl team, which I might add, I don't believe has ever been done. And if it has, it was probably in the 70s. In that no salary cap era, because it's hard to bring guys back now because everybody wants their money. Because everybody greedy nowadays. Because money is much more valued than it was back in the 70s. And so I just told you why they don't want him to succeed. I hear you, Jessica. I know that. I know that part. I'm speaking in general. Just let me have my convo. But yeah, I mean, well, we know that. We know that, Jessica. We do know that. But everybody hates on Dallas Cowboys. That's why, like, I don't believe that there's a bandwagon fan because as much as the Dallas Cowboys are hated, why would you want to be a part of why would you want to be a bandwagon to a team that ain't won a Super Bowl since '95? Like, if you are a real Dallas Cowboy fan and you claim that you are and you're proud of that, then I'm gonna believe you because it ain't like we won a Super Bowl recently. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Bucks are gonna drag us by the hair week one, E2. No, I don't believe that. I don't believe that because I don't think we're going to beat the brakes off of them. I don't think that. But I also do not think that they're going to drag us through the mud. They're not going to do that because our offense is really good. I think it's going to be a very close game. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. Because there's nothing – you can't trick Tom Brady, right? There's nothing that he hasn't seen. So the Cowboys will be foolish to go out there thinking that they could trick Tom Brady. Nobody does that. But you're gonna have to play. Everybody's gonna have to do their job. If everybody does their job, and I'm gonna tell you, Tom Brady's biggest weakness, right? You gotta pressure his ass. Now I get it. That's every quarterback. But if you outsmart them offensive linemen and you get up in his face consistently, you're gonna frustrate Tom Brady. And one thing about when Tom Brady gets frustrated, he makes mistakes. So, he ain't perfect, but people would think he is just because he's won 7 goddamn Super Bowls. But I get it. But there's ways around that. You got to be smart. Stop don't do no trick shit. Let that go. Yes, any given Sunday, Lola. Keith Parrish, you said, why did the NFL fine the Cowboys? You just got in the chat. You didn't hear me. I explained it in the beginning. So, real quick, what happened was there were 3 teams, the Jaguars, the 49ers, and the Cowboys. All 3 of the teams got fined for OTA violations, meaning they were tackling or doing something that they weren't supposed to as far as playing on the field. Um, each team got fined $100,000, 50 going to the coach to pay, and the other 50 going for the owner to pay. Now the Jaguars got fined 200,000. So whatever they did was more than what the Cowboys and 49ers did, but that was the reason why they got fined for violating OTAs. And also what they're going to do is they're going to take some practices away from our team next year for OTA. So like say if you have 3 OTA practices, they're probably going to give us 1 or 2 to try to make it unfair for us. So that's it. Our DBs will not be able to cover Evans, Godwin, Brown, and Gronk. Is Antonio Brown even coming back and playing with them next year? Because I thought he was done. But either way, we don't know what our defense is going to do yet. We don't know. We're not going to know until we get some preseason games. And the thing about that game is we know, like I said, we know what the Bucs are. We know what they're bringing to the table. All we got to do is look at the Super Bowl game from last year. They're the same team. They don't know what the Cowboys are. Think about it. We got a whole new defensive coordinator. We got a whole new system on offense and defense. We have different players on the team as well. So they're not going to know our tendencies. Not week 1. I think week 1 is the best time to play the Bucs because you could catch them off guard. You could do some things that they didn't see because they don't know what to expect from us because it's week 1. There's no film on this particular team. So because of that point, you could go in there and punch him in the damn mouth. That's the point that I'm trying to make. So that's why I say, John, I'm not saying that we're gonna get dragged through the mud. It's gonna be a hard game. And I won't be shocked if we lose. If we lose, oh well, long as we put up a good fight. That's how I feel about week 1. If we go in there and play our hardest and everybody's on point and we just still happen to lose, okay, the Bucs are the shit. That's it. But at the end of the day, the Cowboys, I will still be proud of my team because they went in there and they did their due diligence. They did what they needed to do. Period. Albert Castro, what's up, bro? Full blast, what's going on? Oh yeah, you know the league don't like the Cowboys. You know that. Now with this offense, knowing they're going to score, there's not a lot of teams in this league that can stop them. We know the Bucs probably have the best chance of any team of stopping the Cowboys' offense, but they're not going to completely stop us, just like we're not going to completely stop them. So I think it's going to be a very high-scoring game. The defense is going to be tired. Our defense is going to be tired. Their defense is going to be tired. We have great players on offense. They got great players on offense. You just named their guys. So we know what their firepower is. We know how good Gronkowski is. We know how good Evans is. We know that. We know about Chris Godwin. That it's an away game, Jessica. We're going to their house, so they're not coming to Dallas. That first game is going to be at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa Bay, Florida. So, what you think about week 2 matchup against the Chargers? That Chargers is going to be a tricky game because we don't know what the Chargers are. Justin Herbert, he did good last year, his rookie year. I can't take that away from him. Don't go into that Chargers game thinking you're just gonna run them over. Remember that. They're an underrated team right now, I believe. So, but I think I do believe that it's very winnable. But it depends on how beat up we're gonna be after week 1. Because first week 1 and week 2 are both away games. So with that being said, it's going to be hard. Now, we talked about the schedule, right? We talked about the schedule. Everybody keeps saying, oh, Dallas Cowboys have easy schedule. Okay. I got 2 things as a rebuttal to that. One, how the hell can you say it's an easy schedule when you don't know how better these teams are? Just like the Cowboys had a good draft this year. Other teams had good drafts this year too. So don't you think that some of the teams that didn't make it to the playoffs last year, don't you think that they fixed some of their issues and they might just be a better team, just like the Cowboys might be a better team next year? Why don't these commentators and talking heads use common sense? How can you judge a team by what they did before? You don't know what they are today. It's a different team. That's why I said beating the Bucks, you got to be smart because they're rolling with what they had last year. There's plenty of tape out on the Broncos. Again, they don't know what we're rolling with this year. So we can go in there, sneak and punch them in the mouth. And if we win week 1, I'm going to have to give it to the coaching staff on that one because they did exactly what I just said they should do. Go out there and take advantages of every single weakness that you see from that team and exploit that shit. Period. You said LA game. Yeah, it's going to be a home game because there's a lot of fans in California. I get it. And it's going to be a lot of Cowboy fans at that Chargers game. I even though I won't be able to physically be there, I know that it's going to be awesome because you're talking about things opening up now and fans coming back to the stadium. The Cowboys players already said they play better with fans in the stands. They said that. Ezekiel Elliott is one of them. And he said that. He said he get hyped when he look up and see all the shit waving and he out there running and he looking up at the fans like, oh, you saw me juke him? Oh, you saw me juke him? Oh, you saw me hurdle this motherfucker? Like, you know what I'm saying? Some players play better with an audience. I know when I played football, I love to see people watch us. That was just time for me to show the hell out. Our boys and boys come in and yeah. Easy, I don't think so. Our schedule is set up for them to bash us. And see, this is the thing. Our schedule is set up. That's why I said it's not an easy schedule because, again, we don't know what these teams are going to be. And we got a lot of away games. And it's a lot of weird away games. It's like we got to go over here, and we got to come back over here, and then we got to stay here. It's a lot of moving and shuffling around. And when you're talking about if you ever played football, you understand that, like, when you got aches and pains and shit, and you got to travel and get on a plane and do all this, and your legs all scrunched up, it affects you mentally. So if your team is on a losing streak, you kind of don't have a lot of motivation to win these games. So my thing is, if you come in on a win streak on that one stretch where we have like all those road games, you will have a better chance of winning those games when your team is on a winning streak because of solely off the simple fact that your team is hyped. They're like, yeah, we got this, bro. We got this. We winning. We doing a damn thing. And then with that, you can take that nugget and you can move forward with it. That's what I'm saying. TGK TV, what's going on, man? All is well, bro. All is well. Our team defense can only go up as bad as they were last year. Right, Albert. The only other team that was worse than us was the Houston Texans. So, you got to do what you got to do. Ticket prices are so high for the Chargers. Oh, I know they are. I know. You got to damn near sell your firstborn child to get a damn ticket. They might as well call the Washington football team this Super Bowl champs because I keep hearing all this hype about the team. They won 7 easy games. How impressive. And this is the thing, Dana. They're hyping the Washington team because of the simple fact that they have a really good defense. We know what they're doing on defense. I give them that. They have a really good front seven. But I still don't trust them on offense because we know who the quarterback is. They're happy because they have an established quarterback now. That's what they're happy. But they're not looking at they must didn't do a lot of research on Ryan Fitzpatrick. It's either Fitz magic or it's Fitz tragic. Some days it's magic. Some days it's Fitz tragic. And he'll give you, that's the thing about Ryan. I like Ryan as a quarterback. Hell, he was the Bucs quarterback at one point in time. He played for every team. Miami, he was everywhere. 49, everywhere. He went all over the team. He went all over the globe. But He went on a world tour with his name. But y'all ain't hip. Y'all ain't hip. Y'all know what I'm saying. But anyway, that's what it is. Like, he'll give you 3 games of, oh shit, Ryan Fitz is the shit. Fitz magic, baby. 5 touchdowns in this game. And then the next game, you like, yo, fuck. You go look at the box score and it's like, shit. He done threw 6 interceptions. Now, I want to see him be Fitz tragic against the Cowboys. That way, we can pad our stats. So, Crazy Corvette, what it do? You said week 1, our cheerleader's going to shine? Who watched the cheerleader? I forget about the cheerleaders until, like, unless you actually physically at the game. Because you can't really, like, the TV camera don't show where they be at. You said Washington football team stinks 2022, 7-10 is your prediction for them. So wouldn't it be 7-11? Wait, no, 6-10. Yeah, 7-10. Yeah, that's right. I forgot that extra game. 7-10, right? Because it would be 6-10. But 7-10. Yeah, you're right. You got it. I had to think about it for a minute. Oh yeah, control. Yeah, he is. Justin Herbert. I young quarterback, second year in the league. Not bad. Feel like he's like the white Dak Prescott. I always felt like the Chargers were like the West Coast version of the Cowboys. They're like baby Cowboys. Remember when we had Andrew Gatchkar as a linebacker? Y'all remember that shit? Yeah. See, y'all ain't big enough fans of the team to remember these names. Like y'all know Andrew Gatchkar, don't you? We got rid of him. He went to that team. We got rid of some other players, tight ends. Jeff Swain. Didn't Jeff Swain go over to the Chargers too? It's like they're like the baby Cowboys. Yeah, they sneaky low key good though. Control. People keep hyping up Washington so much. People forget they went 7-9. That's 3rd place in the average division. Well, yeah, I'm gonna tell you this. Their saving grace is that defensive line. But you know how you counteract that good defense? If their offense is not putting up points, that defense is going to be on the field too much. And guess what's going to happen? They're going to falter. They're going to be tired. They're going to make mental mistakes. They're going to get frustrated. And as they get frustrated, they're done. Swain did go to Jacksonville. You're right. I knew it was one of those type of sunny weather place teams or whatever. Yeah, you're right. He went to Jacksonville. He did. It was another guy that we had that went to the Chargers. I forgot. Was it a linebacker? It like those years went by so fast between like 2013 and to 2021 now. It's that gap. Like we had a lot of good players within that. We should have been so much of a better team within that gap of years. I just think it's absolutely ridiculous that we weren't. Absolutely ridiculous. Dave Yarno, what's going on, bro? I would sit Dak, Zeke, and Amari in preseason. We will need all 3. Well, you know they're gonna do that. They'll probably get. I know Dak. They'll probably play him in the 4th preseason game, maybe for like 2 series, and then he gone. He gonna be out like Vontae Davis. You feel? All I knew the Chargers was LT and Phillip Rivers. Yeah. I'm talking about guys that were former Cowboy players that ended up going to Chargers. The Rams had the number 1 defense. How far did that get them? Exactly. That's the point I'm making. You don't need to be number 1. You can be in the middle of the pack. As long as your offense is out there scoring numbers and doing what they need to do. You Gucci. Let's see what else y'all say. Um, as injuries are part of the game, just hope if we have right. So basically, they'll come back within a week or two. I feel you on that. Win or loss week one. I just said it, Crazy Corvette. I said I think that it's going to be an L only because um, that's just the way our luck bounces. But it's going to be a very competitive game. The Cowboys aren't going to lay down and let the Bucks do what they want to do to them. Ain't going to happen, Cap. So I think that we're actually going to shock the Broncos. Broncos. We're going to shock the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because they're going to be looking like, did the Cowboys? Just that team last year that was like almost dead last in division and in defense, and they couldn't stop a cold or whatever. They couldn't stop the run or whatever because they had these defensive tackles they wouldn't even tackle. How you have a defensive tackle they can't tackle? Like, what the hell? That's what they're gonna say. And they're gonna be like, is he a one technique? Is he a three technique? I don't even know what he is. And then they be like, they had Terry Poe. Who the hell is Terry Poe? Terry Ho, because he wasn't doing nothing. So that's just what up, Chuck? But that's the thing. That's the thing. Like what they gonna do? What they gonna do? Dana, you stupid, Dana. What up, Donna Womack? What's good? Jake from State Farm. I ain't seen you in a minute. Long time. Thoughts on Tristan Hill and us keeping the cutting him on our new person. So this is the thing. Everybody trying to get rid of Tristan Hill, but I saw a different Tristan Hill last year. I saw a different Tristan Hill. Let's see what he can do. Let's see what he can do. But he's definitely on the bubble, Jake from State Farm, because you talk about him, Bradley and Nye. I think Bradley and Nye issue is he only played 22 snaps the whole season last year. So I think that if he gets a little bit more playing time, he could show something too. We know what Neville Gallimore is going to be. So those guys are pretty, in my opinion, are pretty much a lock. So it's the battle of who's at the bottom of the roster right now. E2 didn't Gavin Escobar go to the Chargers? He did. That was one of the guys that I had a brain fart that I forgot. But I liked it. I like when Gavin Escobar was here, I liked him. Yes, Amari Cooper is gold. But the problem that people don't like about him is because they think that he's too quiet. They think he's lazy. They think Amari Cooper doesn't care. Why is it that we have to shame a wide receiver just because he doesn't want to be a diva? Do you want a diva like Antonio Brown on your offense? No, because they're not going to be available to you because they out here doing stupid shit and getting in trouble and getting locked up and smashing buildings and throwing things off the damn balcony. Antonio Brown. Why the hell would I want that on my team when I got a guy like Amari Cooper that's one of the best, smoothest route runners in the league? And I just think that what held him back is his plantar fasciitis and issues with his bone spurs and things of that nature. So I think he'll be all right. We just gotta figure it out. That's just how I feel about it. But I think we'll be okay. I don't know. Yeah, Hill had a motor, and then he tore that ACL. What a lot of people don't like him for is because they thought that Tristan Hill was a dirty player because they saw him alligator rolling players, so they didn't like that too much. Although the Bucks didn't cheat, they just balled the hell out. We watched them smash the overrated Packers, man. When peripheral when they left this area, I was like, you know what, we good. You wonder if they play Kelvin Joseph in the first couple. We'll see, because like I said at the beginning of this live stream, is talks that Kelvin Joseph is not impressing them, and it seems like they're starting to like Nashawn Wright better than I don't know. We'll see. I'm good, Donnell. Oh, you from Milwaukee, Dana? I didn't know that, bro. That's what's up. Um, so you look at the challenges on offense, right? And if you ask me who has the most pressure, I'm definitely going to say the defense. Because one, you don't have Mike Nolan no more, so Mike McCarthy goes to fire him. They hire Dan Quinn. They like Dan Quinn because he does that hybrid 4-3, and he never misses. So I think that just the fact that of having a new defensive coordinator immediately makes you better. Because even if you still have some of the same players, and a lot of these guys that y'all don't like are actually assets to this team. Y'all trying to get rid of Anthony Brown. Y'all been trying to get rid of Anthony Brown. He ain't going nowhere right now. Not that I know of. I mean, I it is what he's still a fast guy. Whatever that you think about him, that's your opinion, and you're entitled to that. But I just feel like, as far as um, being who he is, I just don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know. Um, but I tell you what I can say right now about the defense, they're definitely going to be better than they were last year. Definitely going to be better than they were last year. Um, Nashawn Robinson, everybody said when they drafted him, they're like, why did they get him that high? They could have got him two whole draft rounds later, right? Disrespected the hell out of Nashawn. I want to say Nashawn Robinson. Nashawn Wright. They disrespected. They was like, man, this dude ain't gonna come in here and do nothing. But apparently, from what they're saying, he's playing better than Kelvin Joseph, and well, so far in minicamp and um, whatever. It's over now, but we'll see when they convene at the training camp. Who's been studying? Who's been running? And the better guy is gonna win the job. Period. And you want to be there. You don't want to be out here pussyfooting around and ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing. Period. You said you like Nashawn Wright too, yeah. Mm-hmm. Got some crack ability to him when it comes to that defense. Um, hey, you two, tomorrow's your daughter's face turns 10. Cannot believe you have a 10-year-old. Wow. Happy birthday to her. Happy birthday to your young queen. Or shall I say your princess, your young princess. 10 years old. Wow. Whole decade. She's a whole decade. Then you said you were born and raised in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and you hate the fucking Packers. I know you see Packer signs everywhere out there. um, but yeah, Dave, shout out to your daughter. Happy birthday, Faith. Do you hate Aaron Rodgers? So that's a funny question, and I know it wasn't directed toward me, but I'm gonna answer it anyway. Let me tell you this: the way I feel about Aaron Rodgers, even though it's kind of off topic, but just real quick, because I keep hearing about this stuff going on. He didn't want to be on the team no more because this, that, and the third, and Jordan Love playing better. And so you worried about this young guy Love? Is this guy got you shook that much that you ready to get rid of your whole life or whatever for that? Yeah, whatever. That's why I said don't come over here with that foolishness. All right, all right, all right. But Aaron Rodgers, you don't hear Dak doing that shit. You don't hear Dak like, I don't like Ezekiel Elliott. I don't like these offensive linemen, and I hate the way you're running this team. Dak had plenty to complain about. Did he do it? No. He didn't complain about anything. He just did what he needed to do. He kept his head down and he worked hard to get back. That was his main focus. But no, you got Aaron Rodgers over here, Mr. Diva, born and raised in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and Yeah, you said I read that already. Okay. So, now you can hate Green Bay all day, but do you hate Aaron Rodgers? Lola, you know I'm a damn fool. You know how I roll. Jake for State Farm, since we going off topic, I'm gonna say it. Trevor Lawrence gonna be a bust. Ooh, oh, shit. All right, well, there you go. He said it. He said it. Now you're gonna make me remember that because if he does, and I'll be like, well, shit. Goddamn, Jake called it. Jake from State Farm called it. But no, but on a serious note, though, like as far as the pressure goes, I really think that it's gonna go to the defense solely off of the many changes they're gonna have to learn that faction of the playbook and things of that nature. So it's gonna be a lot of shuffling and changing different things. Now, as far as offense goes, we know it's gonna be 40 burgers all day. And even if they did falter, they'll probably be like, "Oh, well, the defense didn't do their job." So again, remember, it's a 2-lane street. So Lord, the president went back 4 days. That's an interesting story. Mhm. Okay. Well, thanks for sharing that. So, um, real quick before I end the live stream, guys, let me know what you guys think as far as you said stop with the 40 burgers, but that's it. They're going to score a lot of points. They're going to be a high scoring team. So, CT, you don't want them to score points? That's all that is. That's all that means is they're going to score points. Under the impression we are coached by Mike Nolan and still play with injuries, right? So now under the impression that we're with Dan Quinn, let's see how that narrative changed. So, what do you guys think? What is your idea of this defense? Do you think they're going to be middle of the pack? Do you think that they're going to falter again like last year? Or do you think that they're just going to be average and then we have to step it up even more on offense to make it look like, we're a competitor? Me personally, I like the playing field a little bit because you got to have a little good with the bad. I'm just saying. But I'll wait for a minute. Let me know what you guys think as far as this upcoming. No, it was no, it was called for. Okay, I think they'll do better than last season. Definitely, you can't go down. One, you got your quarterback back, so you know your offense is gonna be dynamic. That's never in question. Crazy Corvette. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Parsons on the field. Oh, so you're going to the you? Yeah. Well, I'll be honest with you. I really like Parsons. I didn't at first, but after seeing him around and seeing what type of guy he is, and just I don't know what he brings to the table, I think he'll be fine. I think he'll be fine. Uh, but yeah, defense got all the pressure right now because I know that if Dallas didn't have a good start on offense, they wouldn't say that Dak sucks. They would more than likely say, "Oh, where's his head at today? Is Did he eat his Wheaties?" You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna ask quality questions. You're not gonna just be like this. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna do that. I think they'll do better than last year. Just oh, okay, I got you. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I got for tonight, guys. Let me know what you guys, how you guys feel. Um, oh, Lola, you the only girl in here tonight? Wait, what happened to Jessica? Okay, so you're going to the game, Dave. That's what's up. I know those tickets are expensive. How many times do we fall for the offensive hype? Pick a year when there's when. Okay, so when have we not been dynamic on offense with Dak Prescott and since Amari Cooper's been on this team? I'll wait. Granted, we didn't win all those games, but we still were dynamic on offense. What makes you think that we're not going to be dynamic on offense? There's no way that we're not going to score a lot of points on offense. We scored a lot of points last year, and we didn't even have that after Game 5. So what are you saying? I didn't say that scoring a lot of points is going to equal to dubs, which they should, but they don't always. So with that being said, Parsons is a baller. Can't wait to see him make plays. Yes. Stamp that. You said let's kidnap Lola. No, Lola's great. Shout out to Lola though. I guess. I mean, Jessica was in here, so you weren't the only girl at first, but maybe Jessica left. Maybe somebody pissed her off. I don't know. But yeah, um, I appreciate all y'all that come in here. You know what I mean? Like I appreciate all the females that watch the channel, and I know there's people in here that probably watch my live streams that I don't know because they don't ever say anything. So if you don't ever say anything, I don't know that you're here. I can't see who you are or what you're doing unless you pop up in my or you make a message or something, or if you do a super chat or something. Um, but I'm used to not getting super chats. That's normal for me. Lola. Final conclusion: our defense will be better than last season. Maybe ranking like number 20 total defense at worst. You heard from Jay from State Farm. Yeah, I agree with that. But I'm gonna actually go a little further than that, right? I'm gonna go a little further than that. I know that. Shoot, I gotta take it all the way back for that. But I feel like as far as the rankings on defense, give me 16, 17 overall, right? That, in my opinion, that's still good enough for the Cowboys to succeed well because you're keeping guys off the field. You're making them a little nervous. You know, Cowboys have something to prove right now. You know, I'm not going to overhype the situation because I'm being realistic. But you don't want no shoulda, coulda, woulda. You want to look at it and be like, damn, that's my team. They put in that work, son. So that's pretty much it. You want to see your team win. You want to see your team succeed. You want to see your team try hard. You don't want to see them lay down. So I don't know. Uh, outside of that, I don't know what else to tell you. But I'm a fan of seeing people's growth. Right? That's what I'm big on. I'm big on growth. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Your plane leaves at 10:30 Thursday morning. Brother-in-law lives down in Florida. I'm saying, stay in his place for that's what's up. That's what's up. So I want a team to play hard, not soft. Lola, you hit the nail on the head. I will look. I will go to find the hardest players and just put them on one team. No, it doesn't work like that. But those of you that are going to celebrate 4th of July this weekend, if you guys going out, y'all driving, y'all flying, however you get to your destination, please be safe. Don't be like JPP and mess up your fingers. Come on, man, you play football. But yeah, don't light no bow, just blow up in your hand and your hand gone. So don't do that. Don't do that. Then we got to go in the woods to find your fingers so they can put them back together. But yeah, we don't do that. We're not doing it. So be safe, y'all, and don't do nothing stupid. So I want our team to play hard, not soft. Oh, they're gonna play hard. They're gonna play hard. They definitely gonna play hard. 100% of the time. Jake from State Farm. Oh, thank you, bro. Appreciate it. This is always Send one in the rare times. Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while, bro. It's been a minute. But appreciate you coming in here. Shout out to Jake from State Farm for that. But make sure you come back more often, Jake. Especially because the season is starting, and soon as training camp comes, I'll be doing many more videos and stuff. Because in the off season, that's when things slow down a little bit. If I don't have anything really to talk about, I'm not gonna make a video because it's like it doesn't make sense. It's like I'm not just gonna make up something just to talk about it, just to make a video. Like I like my content to make sense. You know what I mean? That's just me. Uh, Happy 4th, Lola. So y'all too, like I said, y'all be safe out here in these streets. Don't be out here blowing up your fingers, like I said. Trying to light up them little poppers for them kids. Someone's like, come here, girl, let me light up these pop. Pop my finger. Oh, I lost 3 fingers. I only got 1 finger. I got the gold finger, the gold member finger. That's my strong hand. Remember Scary Movie? Let me grab that bag for you with my strong hand. Oh, that made me want to go back and watch Scary Movie just for that part. Let me grab it with my strong hand. Oh my God, Alan, you have a safe 4th as well, man. Don't pull a Jason Pierre-Paul. Don't do it. Don't be like JPP. Don't do it. David Jenkins is coming, bro. It's coming. So, like I said, I'm going through a couple of different merch people. People charging too damn much, bro, and I just ain't got the bread. But my channel members are gonna get the merch first before anybody. So they're gonna get it first. They're automatically gonna get theirs first. Then everybody else, um, you know, can pay later. But I found somebody that can do them, and I'm in contact with them right now to try to see if I can get that done. But because it's a holiday weekend, they're with their family, so I have to wait until after the holiday to try to figure that out. Y'all know I'm in the midst of trying to get into a new career right now, so I've been busy in my personal life trying to get my stuff straight. So I'm gonna tell y'all, once I get back on my feet, y'all, and I get a new place and get my own place again, and set up my new studio and stuff. When I get that straight, I'm telling y'all gonna see the channel get much better. But I just want y'all to bear with me through this tough time that I'm going through right now. But things will get better. They will. Especially now that things are opening up, I can find different avenues of getting things I need to get done. So it's gonna help out. You was just putting you a pizza in the oven. I know that's right. Ain't nothing like good pizza. I might have something left over too. I'm gonna go downstairs and mosey on downstairs and see what I can get. E2 I have softball playoffs next Sunday. Best of 3. That's what's up. Hey, good luck with that. Good luck with that. Do your thing. I hate the Packers also. I know, right? um, I just saw your Dak at college again. Him and his soon to be wife. Yeah, Dak got a girlfriend, but he been hiding that. Like nobody knows who his girlfriend is. Like I think she was some type of Instagram model or something like that. But I don't know. I guess. Clifton Pratt. Thank you for the $5 super chat. I've never seen you on the channel before, but I appreciate it, man. Did you subscribe? Let me know if you subscribe, man. Subscribe, hit that bell, hit all on there so you get this content. Cause we in here like booty hair. Yeah. Uh I don't like Washington, Philly, and the Giants. I know, right? any team in the NFC East that are not the Cowboys, I do not like. But shout out to you, Clifton. Appreciate you for coming through. Um, where y'all gonna be at tomorrow, David Jenkins? You said you saw my IG. Yeah, he was at that baseball game. representing for Mississippi State. That's what he was doing. That's what he do best. You know what I'm saying? Repping his school. That's what you're supposed to do. But yeah, any last comments, questions, concerns? Before I end the live stream tonight, let me know how y'all feeling. What y'all doing? Blah blah blah. What you got? Um, I'll wait a few minutes for that to catch up. And Derek and our boys. Yep. I'm not gonna say we're gonna win a Super Bowl. It'd be nice. It definitely be nice if we did. But E2, you do TikTok live. Nah, I'm not into the TikTok, man. You know what? I heard like people be hacking TikTok and stuff like that. I'm a little leery about it. I don't even have it downloaded on my phone. That's why I'm a little leery about. I don't even want to get caught up in that TikTok stuff. That's just nah. I'm not with it. Now, when I go back to start doing DJ gigs again, once things fully open up and people book me for DJ gigs again, then I'll be Instagram living, the DJing and stuff like that. But outside of that, nah. Yeah, I'm probably be chilling with family and stuff for the 4th though. Definitely give me some written. No, I wanted to come out there, Kid Megan. I wanted to come to Tennessee, but I'm not gonna be able to because the funds ain't right now. I gotta get it together. Gotta get it together, bro. But I'm trying to make that work before because my birthday is next month too. But I'm trying to make that work before y'all move to Cali. Though I'm definitely gonna slide through to Tennessee though. Yeah, make that road trip. Uh, oh, I know you in Frederick. I already know where. I know where you at, but I just don't know where you at. You feel me? Only a little bit better than last year. What's only a little bit better than last year? You too. When should we think about moving on from Zeke? 1, 2 more years costs too much money. I don't think we need to move on from Zeke at all. I think that once this contract is up, if he decides he wants to come back on a small contract, then so be it. Because he done already made his money, right? So I like Zeke. I still think he's one of the best running backs in this league. And if you've seen his videos and what he's been putting out lately, and how he's been doing uh, as far as he's been doing, with everything, I think that he's gonna be all right. He's gonna be good this year. He got his quarterback back. He's got an offensive lineman back. Zeke gonna be a better player this year. E2, when are you gonna do members on the chat? Let's see. Sunday is 4th of July, so I'm gonna try to do one 4th of July. But y'all check out the members only tab. I'll put a message in there so to see what time is good because I know everybody's gonna be running around and stuff. So I'll try to get one done on Sunday. I'll probably bring my laptop with me to my people's house to see if I can, do a live stream or whatever just for the members. Um, but if not, I'll try to do it Monday because I'm off on Monday. So I'll try to get a members only either Sunday or Monday. But I'll let you guys know. I'll let you know. I'll put it in the members only, and then we could talk about a time frame that fits for everybody because I want to make sure that all the members are in there because I don't want just 2 people in there because I want to make sure that we have a topic of discussion. So Lola, if you got some topics that you want to talk about in the members only chat, let me know. You could go back to some of those other messages that I had put before. You could put a comment in there, and I could see it from there, and we could go from there. And so I'm thinking maybe like either Sunday or Monday. No, Dana's a dude. Dana's a dude. Um, all right, y'all. Be safe out there, y'all. Uh, send it to my IG DM, David Jenkins. Ready Red, what's going on? So, guys, thanks for coming in. Appreciate the 30 of y'all coming in here. I know we were up to like 40 something at one point, but appreciate you guys coming in. Love y'all. Shout out to all my channel members. Shout out to my moderators. Shout out to my day ones. All y'all that's been supporting your boy. Y'all have a safe 4th. To all my channel members, look out for either Sunday or Monday for our live stream chats. So with that being said, y'all, we out like Vontae Davis. Peace out.